Mueller has all the answers. We've given them.
Can't you speed up Mueller's report? And can't you have more credibility about beating up Mueller to get his president to sit down with him?
First of all, get the word credibility out of it. I think we have plenty of credibility. The last two letters that came, they took about 11 or 12 days to respond to our letter, sent us a response that sets forth a negotiating position about an interview. We didn't reject it. We didn't say out of hand that we're not going to do it. And they put some pressure on us to come back quickly. Well, we did. We came back in 4 days. It is now a week and a half later, and they have not responded to our letter. Now, don't tell me that we're delaying this if they're spending a week and a half getting back to us. I don't know why they're doing that, but they're sure as heck not showing any desire to expedite it. I can't get them to write a letter faster than they have. And if you want to start counting up the time that we have taken to draft the letter.
You believe this is on them, that you would have, that you guys have not delayed the interviewing, delayed the negotiations with Mr. Mueller.
Yes, each time by 3 or 4 days so we could write a letter in response. They have taken 2 to 3 weeks to get back to us. So what I have to tell you is, look, I'm not going to be rushed into having him testify so that he gets trapped into perjury. And when you tell me that, you know, he should testify because he's going to tell the truth and he shouldn't worry, well, that's so silly because it's somebody's version of the truth, not the truth. He didn't have a conversation
Truth is truth. I don't mean to go like...
No, it isn't truth. Truth isn't truth. The President of the United States says, I didn't...
Truth isn't truth. Mr. Mayor, do you realize what...
No.
This is going to become a bad meme.
Don't do this to me.
Don't do truth isn't truth to me.
Donald Trump says, I didn't talk about Flynn with Comey. Comey says, you did talk about it. So tell me what the truth is.
Don McGahn might know.
If you're such a genius, Don McGahn doesn't know. If that's the situation, they have 2 pieces of evidence. Trump says, I didn't tell him, and the other guy says that he did say it. Which is the truth? Maybe you know because you're
Under
a genius.
2 people, I know you're right. I don't read minds on that front. Let me ask you this final question.
No, let me finish. We have a credibility gap between the 2 of them. You got to select one or the other. Now, who do you think Mueller's going to select? One of his best friends, Comey, or the president, who he has been carrying on a completely wild, crazy, unorthodox investigation?
Is it possible he makes a conclusion based on who's been more truthful over the years?
It's possible that he'll make the conclusion on which of the 2 statements is more logical, which of the 2 statements has more common sense. Yeah, it's possible he can do that. But no, you can't bring into question prior conduct. You're not even allowed to do that at a trial.
All right, one final question. You said if Mueller doesn't get this done in 2 or 3 weeks, basically referring to September 1st, we will just unload on him like a ton of bricks. What is that? What does that mean? For
interfering with the election when he had no reason to do that because he could have gotten this done earlier. The person who's delayed here.
But what are you going to do? What is Mueller, ton of bricks? Is the president going to fire him?
No,
is the president
we're not going to fire him. We're going to point out to the public. We're going to point out to the public how he has acted improperly, and he's now violating a Justice Department rule about not carrying on an investigation.
That's not the rule.
Within 60 days of
It's about issuing indictments and things like that. He can go dark.
No, it's about carrying on a public... It is not. It's about carrying on a public investigation. If he has to issue a subpoena during that period of time, it would be a gross interference in the election, when he could have issued a subpoena 6 months. 6 months before, 3 months before.
I think that is what we were both agreeing on that. I think we're both
I'd like to comment about Brennan. Brennan made the extraordinary charge that the president was treasonous, and then just said to you, and I commend you for your questioning, that he has no information that the president is guilty of. Well, I mean, that is just conjecture. That this man accuses people of a crime that could carry death as the result. Totally,
it's a highly charged word.
Unhinged character who shouldn't have a security clearance.
Mr. Mayor, I will leave it there. As always, sir, thanks for coming on, sharing your views. Always interesting to talk with you.